Hi everyone, welcome to another video. I hope you can hear me well. Today we are going to talk about the geography of Mexico, and we're going to learn its states and also the capitals. This is a request from you guys. Nate Marks, you requested this, and today we're going to talk about Mexico, its capitals or its states and capitals. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and also click on the bell icon so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. Also visit smlessons.com for more free Spanish lessons, and just give us a like. That helps this channel a lot. And let's get started. So, this is gonna be a longish video. Hopefully, we can. I don't know. I would like this video to be like 30 minutes or so. But yes, I mean Mexico has a lot of states and capitals as well. So, if you have any questions, you can use the live chat, and I'm gonna do my best to answer your questions because, I mean, I know about Mexico, but I don't know everything about Mexico because Mexico is a really, really, really big country, and it's a beautiful country. I really love it. I'm from Mexico. I mean, I have a video about where I talk about that, but yeah, I am Mexican. Okay, so also we will see like short loops of traditional dances or a traditional dance from each state. And let's get started. Okay, let's do this. I see someone already here. SK, hola, ¿cómo estás? I hope you're doing well. And okay, let's get started. So, the first state is Chihuahua. Chihuahua, okay? And this state is very big, as you can see. So the state is Chihuahua, and the capital is Chihuahua as well. And you can see where this state is located. And yeah, it's a pretty big state. Okay, so SK, sorry about the delay, but I mean it should be good now. So you can start chatting. Don't worry about it. Okay, so that's the first state, Chihuahua. Okay, and you can see a little short loop or GIF of traditional dance from Chihuahua. Okay, so let's learn the next state. The next state is Coahuila. Okay, Coahuila is the state, and the capital is Saltillo. Coahuila, Saltillo. Okay, so you can see where it is located, and it's another big state. Usually, the north part of Mexico. Usually you can find a lot of deserts, sorry. And it's a very dry area, but it's very beautiful. And yeah, so the state is Coahuila and the capital is Saltillo. Okay, so that was Coahuila. Now the next one is Sonora. Sonora is close to Baja California. We will see that in a sec. But Sonora is another big state. And Sonora is the state. And the capital is Hermosillo. Hermosillo. Okay? So we can see another traditional dance. I believe that dance is called La Danza del Venado, or the deer dance. So yeah, it's quite interesting. Every state is so different, and it's like going to different countries, honestly. Mexico is a very, very big country. Okay, so that was Sonora. Sonora, that's the state, and Hermosillo is the capital. Okay, so the next one is Nuevo Leon. Nuevo Leon. This state is a little smaller. Nuevo Leon is a state, and the capital is Monterrey. Monterrey. Okay. I've been to Monterrey, and that is a beautiful city. It's a very, very, very modern city. So yeah, Nuevo Leon is the state, and Monterrey is the city, or the capital rather. And we can see that every traditional dance from each state, usually people dress differently, like they have their own outfit for each state. I mean, traditional outfit. Okay, so that was Nuevo Leon, Monterrey. Okay, let's see the next one. The next one is Tamaulipas. Tamaulipas. Okay, so that is the state, Tamaulipas, and the main city, or the capital, is Ciudad Victoria. Ciudad Victoria. Okay, so that's another really big state, as you can see. It's located you can see that it's located near to the sea. So yeah, they have beautiful beaches, and yeah, it's a very beautiful state as well. So I can see somebody is saying something. Marcos, hello. Have you been to Tamaulipas? I live on the border between Tamaulipas and Texas. Yes, I've been to Tamaulipas, specifically Tampico. Tampico, and I went there like long time ago. It's a beautiful place. The beach is also very, very beautiful. So yeah, Tamaulipas is the state, and Ciudad Victoria is the capital. Okay, so now let's see the next one. The next one is Baja California. Baja California. So you can also call this state Baja California Norte. Baja California Norte, or Baja California. That's the state, and the city is Mexicali. Mexicali. And yeah, I mean, I've never been to Baja California, but I've heard really good things about that state. Another beautiful state for sure. And you can see some traditional dance. I mean, each state has a traditional dance, and sometimes they have like multiple traditional dances. So yeah, it's Mexico has a lot of culture. They're really they like dancing. They're really beautiful people in Mexico, for sure. Okay, that was Baja California Norte, or Baja California, and the city is Mexicali. Mexicali. Okay, so let's see the next one. Baja California Sur. Baja California Sur. And yeah, you can see that we have in Mexico, there are two Baja Californias. The one above, well, the one at the north is Baja California Norte, and the one below is Baja California Sur. Okay, Norte, Sur. And the capital is La Paz. La Paz. Okay, so we can see another traditional dance. And I love the dress. It's that dress looks beautiful. It's yeah, like every state pretty much has their traditional dresses and outfits and all of that. It's impressive how much you can learn from Mexico and its culture for sure. Okay, so the state is Baja California Sur and the capital is La Paz. Perfect. Now let's see the next one. The next one is Sinaloa. Sinaloa. Sinaloa, you can see where it is located. And that's the state, Sinaloa, and the city is Culiacan. Culiacan. Sinaloa, Culiacan. Okay, so yeah, that's another big state, I will say. And you can see the traditional dance. I mean, it's just really beautiful. I've seen some traditional dances from Mexico, and I'm like, wow, like amazed by the dances, by the food, by all of their culture. Like impressive, really beautiful. Okay, so the state is Sinaloa, and the city or the capital is Culiacan. Culiacan. Okay, so let's see the next one. The next one is Durango. Durango. And the capital is Durango as well. Durango, Durango. And yeah, that's another big state. And we can see that we're mentioning the states from the top to the bottom. Okay, so we're going from top to bottom. And yeah, this is another beautiful state, Durango, Durango. Okay, so that's very easy to remember. I mean, I don't know if you want to learn all the states and capitals of Mexico, but it's good to know all of this, you know, in case you want to go to Mexico. I mean, it's good to know where the states are located. For sure. Durango, Durango. Okay, the next one is Zacatecas. Zacatecas. And the capital is Zacatecas. Zacatecas, Zacatecas. And we can see how, like the north part of Mexico, we can see that a lot of traditional dances they're wearing like cowboy hats almost. And when we go more to the middle, the outfits or, you know, whatever they're wearing looks differently. And I mean, it's just amazing. It's impressive how each state has like so much culture. Okay, so Marcos is saying, los que han visto han okay. Yeah, well, yeah, that TV show is quite popular. And yeah, I mean, I haven't watched that actually, that TV show. I haven't. But yeah, I can imagine what it's about, right? Okay, so Zacatecas is the state and Zacatecas is the city or the capital. Okay. So the next one is Aguascalientes. Aguascalientes. This one is a very small state, and it's good to know that Aguascalientes is the state and Aguascalientes is the city as well, the capital. Aguascalientes, Aguascalientes. And The literal translation of this is like something like hot waters. So yeah, that's quite interesting. Aguas calientes. Aguas calientes. Okay, so that was Aguas calientes. Okay, so let's see the next one. The next one is San Luis Potosi. San Luis Potosi. And this one, I don't know why, but I think this state it has the shape of a dog. When I had to learn this for school, like I needed to know the states and the capitals of Mexico, I always I found a different, I associated the states with shapes. Like in this case, this one looks like a little dog for some reason. And yeah, that's quite interesting. The shape of this is a little dog. I'm not sure about the breed, but yeah, it looks like a little doggy. And this one is called San Luis Potosi. San Luis Potosi, and the city, San Luis Potosi. And we can see that it's in the middle of the country, like in the center, almost at the center of the country. And yeah, we can see the outfits from the traditional dance. Like that's beautiful. That's very beautiful. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Marcos. It looks like a Scottish terrier. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, so I remember that this state has a lot of mines, or it used to have a lot of mines. A lot of mining was happening. But yeah, it's a quite interesting state. Okay, let's see the next one. The next one is Veracruz. Veracruz. And this is a very long state. We can see that it's very long, and it's another beautiful state. It's very hot down there, and the state is called Veracruz, and the city or the capital is called Jalapa. Jalapa. Do you remember I talked about the sounds of the letter X in Spanish? Sometimes it sounds like KS, and sometimes it sounds just like the letter, like saying ha, he, he, ho, hu, like that sound, or xac, sex, sig, sok, su. But yeah, in this situation, Jalapa is pronounced Jalapa, right? Veracruz, Jalapa. Veracruz is the state. The capital is Jalapa. And yeah, that's another beautiful, beautiful state. Okay, so let's move on. We can see here that the next state is Nayarit. Nayarit is the state, and the capital is Tepic. Tepic. Nayarit, Tepic. And yeah, that's a medium-sized state. And yeah, I don't know that much about that state. But yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know that much about that state. But yeah, it's another obviously beautiful state with a lot of culture. And we can see the traditional dance is also very beautiful. Okay, so the next state is Jalisco. Jalisco. And Jalisco is it's a very important state because Guadalajara, I'm pretty sure you have heard of this city, Guadalajara. That's a very, very popular Mexican city. And yeah, the state is Jalisco, and the capital is Guadalajara. Okay. So I can see that Marcos is saying Nayarit, Nayarit and Tepic don't even sound like Spanish names. LOL. Yeah, actually, yeah, they're kind of, yeah, they're really different names. Most of the names from that we're talking about, they're like a mix of sometimes the indigenous people and also from Spain, I will say. So it's a mix. Some names are very very they have like indigenous origin, sorry, and some others are more like, I will say, more like Spanish, because Spain and Mexico, like, there's some relationship there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have heard of the conquistadores and all of that. So yeah, that's quite interesting to know. Okay, so Marcos is saying, I think they come from the Native American side of Mexico. Yeah, the Native Americans for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful mix of different, I will say, two main cultures, like the Native Americans from Mexico, like indigenous people, and Spain. Okay, now let's move on. That was Jalisco. Jalisco is the state, and Guadalajara is the capital. Perfect. The next state is Guanajuato. Guanajuato. Okay, and Guanajuato is in the middle of Mexico. You can see we're getting close to Mexico City, by the way. I don't know if you know where it is. I know where it is, but yeah, it's a very, very small place, but it's a very, very big city. Okay, so Guanajuato is the state, and the city, Guanajuato. Guanajuato, Guanajuato. And yeah, this is another like amazing state, very cultural. They have a lot of museums, and the little towns are very, I mean, in the state, in Guanajuato, the city, they're all beautiful, very, they have a lot of Spanish influence, a lot of, that how do you call it? Like the architecture is very like medieval even. I'm not an expert, by the way, but if you can Google some pictures, you can see that all the towns in Mexico, they have some Spanish influence, like the architecture and all of that. So it's very, very beautiful for sure. Okay, so Guanajuato is the state, and Guanajuato is the city or the capital. Okay. The next state is Querétaro. Querétaro. And this one is another small state. Querétaro is the state, and the city, Querétaro. So Mexico has some states where the name of the state is also the name of the city. So that's easy to remember. That's very, very, very good. And yeah, Querétaro, the state, Querétaro, the city. Okay, so we can see another traditional dance like that. That's beautiful. Very colorful, for sure. And the next state is Hidalgo. Hidalgo. Hidalgo is the state, and Pachuca is the city. Hidalgo, Pachuca. And yeah, I mean, I don't know that much about Hidalgo either, but hopefully one day I can go down there and, like discover the beautiful cities and all of that, like just take a lot of pictures for sure. But yeah, Hidalgo is the state, and the capital is Pachuca. Okay, let's see the next one. Puebla. Puebla. Puebla is one of my favorite states. Like, I love that state, and I went there several times when I was younger. And it's just the weather is so nice. It's not too hot, not too cold. It's just beautiful. And I mean, and everything, like the architecture is amazing. They have a lot of different churches down there. I think they have around 375 churches. So like, you can see them in the city Puebla. You can see a lot of churches, and all of them have like beautiful architecture. Like, it's just a beautiful place. So yeah, I mean, the state is called Puebla, and the city is Puebla, or the capital. Puebla, Puebla. So that's easy to remember for sure. And we can see the traditional dance. Like, oh my God, every state has different traditions and different food and different like nature, like beautiful, amazing. So we can see that this is very, very colorful. I love it. I really love it. Okay, so that was Puebla, Puebla. The next one is Colima, Colima. Colima is the state, and the city is Colima. Colima, Colima. And yeah, this is a very, very small state, but I bet the weather is amazing, because usually in the center of Mexico, they have beautiful weather for sure. So the state is Colima, and the city is, or the capital is Colima as well. Okay, let's move on. The next state is Michoacan. Michoacan. Michoacan is the state, and the city is Morelia. Morelia. And that's a big state for sure. And yeah, I don't know that much about Michoacan either. But yeah, I mean, you could live in Mexico and don't know many things about Mexico because it's so big. But yeah, I mean, I wish I had the opportunity to go to every state of Mexico, because it's just so impressive, amazing. Yeah. Michoacan is the state, and the city is Morelia. Now, if you're from Mexico, if you know things about Mexico that you would like to share with us right now, please do so. Just use the live chat, and it doesn't matter if you put it in English or Spanish. Everything is welcome. Okay, so the state is Michoacan. The city is, or the capital is Morelia. Morelia. Okay, let's move on. The next is the next state is Estado de Mexico. Estado de Mexico, and the capital is Toluca. Toluca. And this state is very, very close to Mexico City. It's very, very close. And yeah, it's a medium-sized state. And the weather as well, beautiful weather, and the culture, the food, and all of that, amazing. Okay, so the capital is Toluca. Estado de Mexico, Toluca. Okay, let's see the next one. The next one is Ciudad de Mexico. Ciudad de Mexico. This is, well, where I was born, actually. I'm from Mexico City, and Ciudad de Mexico. Before this city was called Distrito Federal. Distrito Federal. But recently they changed the name to Ciudad de Mexico. So yeah, that's something interesting to know. This is one of the biggest cities in the world, or I will say there are more people like living in Mexico City. It's a very populated city. You can see that it's very small on the map, but it's a gigantic city, beautiful, again, full of culture and beautiful places to visit. The architecture is very modern, and also it's old. They have like old architecture and new architecture, and it's just an impressive city for sure. Yes, Marcos, they changed the name. In Mexico, in Mexico City, people there, they refer to Mexico City as CDMX, something like that, or Ciudad de Mexico, something like that. But yeah, it's a very beautiful city. This dance that we're seeing right now, it's one of the dances that I've seen where you go to El Zócalo, which is pretty much like downtown in Mexico City. You can see a lot of people doing these dances, like they're dancing big groups. I will say there's one big group that they're dancing like in this way, and it's very, very interesting, and they're also playing music and very cultural for sure. Okay, Marcus is asking, do the regular citizens still call it El DF? I will say yes. I mean, I don't live in Mexico City, but I call it DF because it's been forever. People have called this city DF, Distrito Federal. But I'm pretty sure if you call it DF, like, they're gonna understand for sure. You can say CDMX or Ciudad de México or El DF, right? Okay, so let's move on. That was Ciudad de México. The next one is Tlaxcala. This one is a little challenging to pronounce, but yeah, another beautiful state. Tlaxcala is the state, and the capital is Tlaxcala. Tlaxcala. That's yeah, it's interesting how you need to pronounce this state. Yeah, beautiful. Let's see the next one. The next one is Morelos. And Morelos is the state, and Cuernavaca is the capital. Cuernavaca is called La Ciudad de la Eterna Primavera. So it's something like saying the city of eternal spring because they have such a beautiful weather, spring-like weather. And yeah, it's another beautiful city. And yeah, that's quite interesting. Morelos is a state. The capital is Cuernavaca. Okay, now let's see the next one. The next one is Guerrero. Guerrero is a state, and the capital is Chilpancingo. And I don't know if you know about Acapulco. That is a very popular beach in Mexico since like forever. And that's where Acapulco is. Guerrero is the state, and Chilpancingo is the capital. Perfect. So the next one is Oaxaca. Oaxaca. And I'm just gonna drink some water because my mouth is a little dry. Okay. So Oaxaca is another beautiful state. If you have a chance to go to Oaxaca, you should go because it's just amazing. Another beautiful, beautiful state. And yeah, the state is Oaxaca and the capital is Oaxaca. Oaxaca, Oaxaca. Yeah, so that's easy to remember. The food there, it's very good. Okay, so the next state is Tabasco. Tabasco. Tabasco, believe me, they have really hot weather. Like it's super hot. So usually the south of Mexico is very hot. Like they have really crazy temperatures sometimes. And also the north part of Mexico, they also have hot temperature, but the temperature is different. We'll say in the south is more humid, and in the north is more like dry heat. You know, it's just different kind of heat. Okay, so we can see Marcus is saying, I remember it took me forever to figure out how to pronounce Oaxaca. Oaxaca. Yeah, I know it's a little challenging to pronounce that name, but yeah, Oaxaca, Oaxaca. Okay, so Tabasco is the state that we're looking at right now, and the capital is Villahermosa. Villahermosa. Tabasco, Villahermosa. Perfect. Okay. So far, so good. We're almost done. Okay, so Chiapas. Chiapas is another beautiful place, beautiful state. This state is quite big. They have a lot of nature, and it's a little jungle-like. Same with Tabasco. You can find a lot of green in that state, a lot of forests and waterfalls and all of that. It's just very, very, very beautiful. The nature down there is amazing. And yeah, Chiapas is the state, and the city is Tuxtla Gutiérrez. Tuxtla Gutiérrez. Chiapas, Tuxtla Gutiérrez. Yeah, I think that's more challenging to pronounce than Oaxaca. Chiapas is the state, and Tuxtla Gutiérrez is the capital. Okay. The next one is Campeche. Campeche. Campeche, we can see right here on the map, is another big state. Like the last three states right here, they're quite big. And Campeche is the capital, and Campeche is Campeche is the state. This is the state we're talking about, and Campeche is also the capital. Okay. Marcus says the city, so cool, it has a last name. Oh, probably you're talking about Chiapas, Tuxtla Gutiérrez. Yeah, Gutiérrez is a very common last name in Mexico. Gutiérrez. And I think in Spain as well. If I don't know, I'm not sure, but yeah, in Mexico, Gutiérrez is a very, very popular or common last name. Okay, Campeche, Campeche. Let's see the next one. Yucatan. Yucatan. Yucatan is the state, and Merida Merida is the capital. And a lot of culture in Yucatan, just as in every state in Mexico. But yeah, they have a lot of culture. They even like the way they speak Spanish is so different, but beautiful, still beautiful, like the way they talk, their accents. By the way, each state in Mexico has like people have different accents. When they speak Spanish, they talk different in every state. The way they speak Spanish is different in every state. And yeah, it's quite interesting. Yucatan is one of those states in Mexico where they have a very peculiar accent. And yeah, the food also amazing. Okay, so Yucatan is the state and Merida is the capital. Okay, so let's move on. We have the last one. The last one is Yucatan. Again, no, Quintana Roo. Quintana Roo. Quintana Roo, and that's the state, and Chetumal is the capital. And if you know or if you have heard of Cancun, this is where Cancun is, in Quintana Roo. Quintana Roo is the state, Chetumal is the capital. But yeah, Cancun, beautiful. Cancun is just amazing. All the beaches there are beautiful, like paradise-like. Beautiful. And yeah, I mean, that was the last capital, state from Mexico. Okay, so I see some comments. William Rutkowski, sorry for butchering your name. William is saying, I love how Mexican license plates look. They show history or culture of the state. Yeah, well, I don't know that much about the plates or how they look, but that's very interesting to know. Like, that's amazing. If they can, or if they're doing that, that is very, very good for sure. Marcos is saying that last one sounded made up. Well, it's not. This is like in the south part of Mexico, Chiapas, Quintana Roo, Yucatan, Tabasco. There's a lot of Mayan influence, all the names. Even like there's some different languages down there. People speak different languages. Indigenous people, they still have their own language, and it's like something they want to keep, some indigenous people speak Spanish and also their native language or dialect, I think they're called. But yeah, it's just impressive how much culture is down there. And the indigenous people, like the art they make is amazing, like beautiful, so intricate. And yeah, if you get a chance to look at the history or like if you get a chance to read about the indigenous people from Mexico, like I encourage you to do it if you're interested in the Mexican culture and all of that, because it's just, there's so much to learn from this country for sure. Okay, yeah, so hello, Nate Marks. So you asked for this lesson. You asked to learn about the geography of Mexico, and there you go. Yes, yeah, Quintana Roo is a beautiful place. Sí, hablan lenguas indígenas. That's the name of the languages that they speak, or the native languages from indigenous people. lenguas indígenas. That's correct. And yeah, their culture is impressive, beautiful. And also they have their own gastronomy, I think that it's called. Like they have their own food culture, like they make their own food, and it's a traditional food that it's from ancient times. It's just impressive. But yeah, it's just a beautiful place. Mexico, old Mexico is beautiful. And that was it. That was it for today. Do you have any questions? Any more questions about Mexico? About its geography or something like that? Or any comments? Yeah, I mean, Mexico is a big place. Every state is like a different world. And yeah, all Mexico is beautiful. Okay, that's it for today. By the way, Mexico has 31 states and one capital, because the capital of all Mexico is Ciudad de Mexico, or el DF. I'm just gonna show you. Oops, where is it? Yeah, so Ciudad de Mexico is the capital of the whole country, So it's Mexico, and the capital is Ciudad de Mexico. So Mexico, or Mexico, has 31 states plus Ciudad de Mexico. So total is, I will say, 32. But Ciudad de Mexico is not considered as state. It's more just like a city. Okay. And yeah, that's it. I believe that's it. And thank you, William, for your bravo. And Nate Marks is saying, próxima lección, la sistema política de México. Atrevide. El sistema político de México. Do you want to talk about politics here? Okay, Marcos is saying, thanks for the lesson. You should visit the Rio Grande Valley. And yeah, okay, Nate says, atrévete. You're welcome, Marcos. Yeah, I can Google Rio Grande Valley and see how it looks like, and hopefully one day I can visit. That would be great. But yeah, thank you for suggesting that. And Nate, I'm not I don't know if I should talk about politics, because this is more like a Spanish lesson channel. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know that much about politics in Mexico, like from Mexico, because yeah, I mean, it's a little complicated, I will say. But yeah, sometimes I watch the news and I like to see what's happening down there and how everything is going and all of that. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your participation, for your comments, for being here, for watching this video. And please give this video a thumbs up, because that helps me a lot and it encouraged me to make more videos for sure. And don't forget to subscribe and also click on the bell icon so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. You can visit smlessons.com for more free Spanish lessons. And you can also donate to this channel. All the links are in the video description down below. You can get a membership. You can buy flashcards as well. And all the links are down below. And Nate, you don't want me to talk about politics? Solo una lección del sistema. Oh, okay. So you want to know how everything works, like in Mexico, the not about politics, but about the system, the government, probably, right? The government and how it works and all of that. Well, Mexico is a democratic country, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I can look into that and see what I can talk about. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Take care. And probably tomorrow we will have a crossword puzzle, by the way. Okay, so stay tuned, or we will have Spanish lessons. Either one. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. Bye.